Hello, everybody, and welcome into Senior Living Live. My name is Melissa. As always, I hope you're having a fabulous day today. Well, Veterans Day is coming up. It is upon us. And each year we are so fortunate to have Emily Schwarz join us for a webinar to talk all about veterans benefits and how they can help you or a loved one pay for senior living. Emily, we love having you on. Obviously, you're one of our favorite guests. Your webinar is November 11th at noon Eastern time for everybody who wants to watch. Let's give everybody a little bit of a sneak peek of what they can expect in this preview here today, as we start with your background and how you become this guru of veterans benefits, if you will.
So I don't know if I would call myself a guru, but I do definitely believe in educating people about a benefit in a manner that they understand. I have worked with people in the senior living industry since 2008, and I have a respect for families that are seeking that care as well as the professionals that help them. And I do believe that this benefit can be drilled down to 4 easy criteria if someone explains it in a way that people can understand. So if that's guru, I'll take it. But really, I just want to make it available to everyone who is entitled to it.
I think guru is a good word. It's somebody who knows what they're talking about, like the back of their hand. They know it so well. They know all the ins and outs. And that is you in a nutshell when it comes to VA benefits. So let's start by breaking down veterans benefits. What are they? What can they provide? And what range do people typically see in an award amount?
So there are a lot of VA benefits, but there is only one that helps people pay for senior living, like at Arbor Company. So there are disability benefits and burial benefits and healthcare benefits, but the one that you are going to be talking about today and on the webinar is called the Aid and Attendance Pension Benefit. And it provides a monthly income to veterans and their spouses if they're paying for care, like at your communities. So the range you mentioned is actually going up. So if anybody has ever been on a webinar or learned about this benefit a little bit for 2022, the numbers for 2023, which I will be sharing with all of our guests on Friday, are going up 8.7%. Typically, the VA follows the cost of living adjustment that Social Security states. And again, that's the 8.7%. So we can expect someone receiving between $1,432 a month, all the way up to $2,642 a month. And these dollars are tax-free. So really as high as $31,000 a year to pay for your senior living.
That is fantastic. And I actually did not know that that they follow the COLA that you see for Social Security. And we all know that there was an increase there to start the year. And it's very nice to see that the increases with VA benefits for this particular one as well. So awesome information. So who is eligible for VA benefits?
So veterans and their surviving spouses can apply for this benefit. Now there's 4 criteria. We're going to talk about them during the webinar. You have to be a wartime veteran. You have to have care needs. You need to be spending your income on care, and your assets have to be below the asset net worth limit. But if you meet these 4 criteria, it is not just veterans. It is also their surviving spouses that can apply for this benefit. And many times, those are the folks that really don't know about it because that surviving spouse has never had any contact with the VA. And so we want to make sure not just veterans know about this, but their families as well.
Yeah. And how does this work for surviving spouses?
So surviving spouses need to be married to their veteran husband at the time of his death and then not remarry. So the spouse is applying based on their last husband. So if you were married to a wartime veteran and then you remarried someone who is not a wartime veteran, you are no longer considered a surviving spouse, unfortunately. You also don't have to have been married to the veteran while he was serving. You could have been married after service. And as long as you remain married until that time of death, you are his surviving spouse and can apply based on the 4 same criteria, one of which being his military record.
Gotcha. Okay, great information there. What is the biggest misconception that people have as it relates to VA benefits?
So I've given this one some thought. I think the biggest misconception is seniors think that their income is too high. So they might look at the VA's website and see what the income limits are for that year. But what they don't realize is when they move into a senior living community, such as Arbor Company, they will be able to minimize or reduce all of their income to zero. Essentially, then they have a zero income by spending money on their care. So in a nutshell, moving into a senior living community is actually the best way to become eligible for the benefit. You instantly reduce your income no matter what amount you have to start with.
Wow. Yeah, that is, well, I'm glad you did put a lot of thought into that because that is excellent information that I think a lot of people who may have this benefit, maybe they didn't know, and they're probably going to be very excited to hear about this. So speaking of that, and people who will watch the webinar, who will certainly have questions, we have this webinar every single year. We try to around Veterans Day or on Veterans Day. We're going to have it on Veterans Day this year again. But if somebody has additional questions that they want to reach out and get in touch with you now, how can they do that, Emily?
So the best way to contact us if you would like more information immediately is by contacting ElderLife Financial at 888-228-4500. We have a wonderful team of financial concierges that can help you through the entire process of figuring out how to pay for senior living.
Perfect. And that's, of course, for our viewers who are watching the preview who said, you know what, I can't wait until Friday. I want to talk to Emily now. That's the way to get in touch with her. So the webinar is called Understanding the VA Benefit for Senior Living. Emily Schwarz, thanks as always for being with us. We will see you again Friday, November 11th at noon Eastern.
Really, thank you.